Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, the 13th of March 2023. Y'all, St. Patty's Day is upon us, and I'm rocking the green for the whole, well, maybe not the whole month. I don't have that many green outfits, but I'm rocking the green for the month of March. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Monday morning. There it is. There it is. Look at this, y'all. We get a blessing from the Divine Mother. A previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for you. But be mindful, humble, and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel her energy and love in your heart, and know that you are eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. Okay, namaste, y'all. I'm going to read this one more time, because this one is telling us to pump the brakes just a little bit, just a little bit. A blessing from the Divine Mother. A previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for you. But be mindful, humble, and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel her energy and love in your heart, and know that you are eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. Okay, y'all. Now, take this blessing and run with it. Those things that you thought were closed off to you are not. They are standing there outside the door waiting for you to open it. The universe is just telling us, as you receive all these wonderful things that are coming into your life, remember to stay grounded. Remember to give thanks and reverence to nature, to the universe, to God, whatever it is you believe in. Don't get so high and mighty that you forget the struggles that you just got out of. Excuse me. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness, I just had a coughing fit for the ages. Oh my goodness, but thanks to my friend Maureen, who sent me a whole regimen when I had COVID. She sent me stuff for coughs, for my chest, for my nose, for my ears. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, my dear friend, for caring about my health. Yep. Hopefully I ain't getting sick again. I'm praying I ain't getting sick again. But let's go ahead and start today off. All right? I have some wonderful questions. My first question is from Sachet. Sachet wants to know, why is America going to a non-meat eating society and towards synthetic meats? Well, Shay, I'm going to say it this way. I don't think America is basically going to a non-meat eating society. I mean, there's a great push on meatless meats, because a lot of people are choosing to go vegan or to abstain from eating animal products. And I'm not gonna get into it with all the people who eat meat. That is a personal choice. You know, veganism or being a carnivore is a personal choice. People's bodies are different. Some people can drink milk. Some people cannot. Some people can eat meat. Some people have a problem with it. I am not trying to start a war with anybody. But what I am going to discuss is what is going on in our meat industry right now. Now, with all these other catastrophes that keep happening every week or every other week, all of these things are happening in every industry, including the meat industry. Right now, There's a shortage of eggs because we have an avian flu pandemic again that just popped up out of nowhere and affected all 50 states. I don't know how that's possible, but it happened, okay? And I'm going to call these things as they are, guys. And a couple of years ago, I was one of those people who was like, oh no, I'm not into the conspiracy theory things. No, the government isn't trying to kill us. The government is trying to kill us. Okay? And I have to say it that way because it literally is the truth. Over the since 2020, in 3 years, and this is where everybody must consciously wake up and remember, do not forget what has happened, what has transpired over the last 3 years. We have gone from lockdown to gas and oil. We've gone from lockdown to shortages. We've gone from shortages to price spikes. We've gone from price spikes to bad business, evicting people, working people from their homes, skyrocketing rents. Rents and mortgages have gone up 30% in 3 years. Incomes have not followed. Minimum wage just got raised to $15 an hour. But I still would like to know who making $15 an hour can afford $2,000 a month rent for a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment. Not very many. You may have 9 people living in a 1-bedroom or studio apartment just trying to make the rent. And that's 9 people at about $200 a person to have about 3 square foot a piece just to have a roof over their heads. Okay? So Shay, what America is doing is not just in the meat industry, okay? And this has to be discussed. We're not going to a meatless society. We are being programmed to be forced into a meatless society. I'm vegan. I choose not to eat meat. But the thing that bothers me is that when I want an alternative, they make everything to the point of where it is simulating a meat product. I'm sorry, but if I want a burger, a veggie burger, I don't need it to bleed. Okay? And that's what Beyond Beef does. They take and it is so processed to make it look real when it's not necessary. All it needs to do is taste good. I don't need to think that a cow had to die for me to have a burger. But they want to take this burger that is made out of soy protein, put beet juice in it, so that when you squeeze it, it bleeds. This is a conditioning thing. And guys, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I need for you guys to understand what is going on in our food industry. We are being conditioned to accept things that are not natural, to be persuaded. This is the same with the water. They cause the problems and they want to come up with the solutions. And all of the solutions involve deteriorating our minds, body, and spirit, because that's what it's all about. But Shay, this non-meat eating society, this synthetic meat society, this is one of those things, eyes wide open. Pay attention to what is going on. Pay attention to every other month, another animal, there's something wrong with it. You know, something's wrong with the beef, so the price has to skyrocket. Something's wrong with the chickens, so the price has to skyrocket. And then all of a sudden, oh, here, you know, here's Quora or whatever. Here's your meatless food. And that's all fine and good. Just understand, it's processed beyond processed. We're being conditioned. We are being conditioned, and I just have to say it that way, because people who want to eat meat are going to eat meat, whether they go out into the woods and kill it or whatever. They're going to eat meat. Just pay attention to the things that you are purchasing, and just notice how many non-food items are being added to your food, how many chemicals are being introduced into your food. Look at a box of cereal and look at the ingredients. Why is something that is made out of corn or wheat have 40 ingredients and 10 of them have ferrule or toco or ite on the end of it? Okay? Be aware. Our diets are being manipulated. When they control the food, they control the water. The manipulation, again, mind, body, and spirit. Be conscious of what you put in your body. Do your best to grow what you can on your own. If you are a meatless person and you wish to make whatever, some type of a meat substitute, any bean, corn, wheat, you can do it with. We are being conditioned. That's all I'm going to say. We are being conditioned right now, and everybody sees it. The ultra rich are buying up everything, all the land. We are in the midst of chemical warfare. Our waterways, our drinking water is being attacked on all sides. Our power grids are faulty and failing. And the rich don't care. They keep going and keep going and keep going. A train derails, oh, that's okay. Destroy a community, that's all right. Let's just triple that train size next time. We are being bombarded at this moment. We are being bombarded. We are under attack, left, right, and center, top down. Again, don't be scared. Be aware of what's going on and be prepared. Okay? Month of March, Revelation. Eyes wide open. You are going to see exactly what they have planned for us. You see it. If you're still paying attention to what's going on in Congress, you see that clown show going on. You see what they are pushing. You see that the GOP is very serious about wanting to take away your Social Security and all of your state, your government health benefits and government financial benefits from the poorest people. These people are showing you who they are every day. Every day they're showing us exactly who they are. If we have a cancel culture, those are the ones that we need to go ahead and stand up and cancel. But that's going to be something that we all have to do. Okay? This is not the time to worry or be scared about nothing. This is the time to, again, put these cards down, because I'm going to talk to y'all real talk. All this bull crap that's going on in politics is to keep you distracted, is to keep you afraid, is to keep you on the edge of your seat, to keep you from doing anything. If you're scared, you're sitting at home watching TV. You're not going to go out and live your life. You're not going to go out and do anything that makes you happy because you're afraid. And they're keeping this going. When China opened their gates and said, okay, we haven't done anything with this pandemic for 3 years, but now since our people understand that we've just kept them locked up for no reason, we're going to open up the whole country. And a whole bunch of sick people are going to die. And a whole bunch of sick people are going to travel. This was a plan. Call it what it is. A plandemic. And again, I don't want to talk about conspiracy theories, but this is what it is. And when it comes again, marching right through the front door, we have to be prepared. So guys, this time it's on us. We understand. We've already been through this rodeo before. It is up to us, each and every one of us. Again, I keep saying, we have to make a decision on what we're going to do, how we're going to live. Are we going to allow ourselves to be manipulated at every turn, to be ruled by fear or with an iron fist, or by bad actors with big flags hanging out the back of their truck, making everybody afraid? No, it's time to stand up and stand together. My next question is from Mesa Trees 8. Mesa Trees starts off with this quote: "If you don't know history, you may be doomed to repeat it." That was over my 8th or 9th grade history class door. And right over the door, right below the clock. And there was another one that said, "Time will pass, will you?" But, you know, these are things that are very important. If we do not know our history, we will be doomed to repeat it. And that is why we are in the cycle that we are in right now. We did not learn from the past. Therefore, we are repeating it. On repeat. We are back in 2020 right now already. Old Donnie Boy. We're back in 2018, actually. Donnie Boy's running for president again. All the bad behavior. We even got another grab him by the pee. Donnie Boy is on trial right now with E. Jean Carroll for literally grabbing her by the pee in a stall in a doggone department store. We are back where we were. If we do not change our steps, what we suffered in 2020, we will suffer in 2023. Okay? Mesa Trees 8 wants to know, will Governor Youngkin succeed in rewriting history before our very eyes? And guys, what I want to say about this is it's not just Governor Youngkin. This is Governor Abbott, Governor DeSantis, 45, our GOP Congress, and Fox News, all trying to rewrite history right before our very eyes, trying to tell us that everything that we saw happen on January 6th did not happen. Everything that we saw happen in the whole administration of old Donnie Boy didn't happen. All the money laundering, the strong-arming and theft, the victimization of Ukraine by the United States. All of this is here for us to see. So here we go. Will Governor Youngkin and the rest that I mentioned be successful in rewriting history right before our very eyes? Okay? And I want y'all to remember what comes out of these folks' mouths. Don't say gay. Oh no. No. Children don't have the no drag queens can read a story to your child, because God forbid somebody different shows a child that the world is more than just me. Will Governor Youngkin succeed? Will Governor Youngkin, Abbott, DeSantis, 45, Congress, Fox News, and the GOP be successful in rewriting our history before our very eyes? Here's the thing, guys. Ace of Pentacles. Last card out. Let me tell you, everything that's going on right now in our purview is for us to see, consciously evaluate, and make a decision about. Are we going to allow this to happen? Are we going to stand back and be passive while our civil rights are stripped away from us? While the poorest of us are just mashed? We got a yes here. The final outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. That is a yes. They are rewriting history before our very eyes. What are we doing about it? Where is our pushback? What are we as citizens doing about it besides hemming and hawing and continuing to watch them on television? First thing we got to do, number one, again, choose. I'm going to show you these cards because this is the death of society that they are trying to bring about. This is the death of democracy. Don't, anything that offends you, make it illegal. And it's just you. It doesn't have to offend everybody. If it offends you, make it illegal. Make it impossible for anybody to do anything that offends your sensibility. Abbott, Youngkin, DeSantis have a problem with gay people, have a problem with educating children, have a problem with people being able to be themselves, have a problem with people thinking, have a problem with thinking people congregating with other like-minded people. See, this is what they are trying to do. Understand, this is to stop people from communicating with each other through fear. Oh, you stop, don't say gay. You can't do that. Don't do that here in this school. You can't have this group. You can't have that. Nope. Dissolve all these extracurricular things. The LGBTQ at school, so you don't want to commit suicide, so you have a group that you can talk to about your problems? No, not in Florida. No. No LGBT groups in school there. No. You just be straight, and you'll be okay. So what you are seeing is true. We are watching the GOP try to destroy anything that does not look like an Anglo-Saxon Christian. You know, all they want you to do is sit at home, read your Bible, beat the hell out of your kids, and stay in your house. Oh, and then point your finger at everybody else who is not like you. Because this is what it is. It's a cult. And it's damaging and deadly and scary and all those words. But the answer is yes. If we do not stand up against these people are going to rewrite our history. They are going to destroy the fabric of our democracy by changing the narrative of everything, by telling people who have been harmed by the government that never happened. Slavery never happened. Never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. The Chinese and the Japanese people never got put in internment camps. That never happened. The Native Americans chose to live on reservations without water. This is why it's dangerous, guys. This is what's dangerous. And yes, they are doing it. Fox News, all of them. You hear it every day. Literally, just verbally saying that what happened did not happen. And trying to feed you a new narrative. And the red hats have got it down pat. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And that's how they do it. Everything they do is about repetition. You give them their script and make them go repeat it until it becomes law, truth, memory. Because that's all they remember is what they've been chanting over and over again. Build the wall. Lock her up. You know, why don't we start a chant? Why don't we start a chant? How about a lock him up? Hey, hey, ho, ho, 45 has got to go. Lock him up. Lock him up. Hey, hey, ho, ho, 45 has got to go. Lock him up. Lock him up. Hey, just spitballing there. Okay, next question from Mesa Trees. Will Governor Youngkin be elected Oh gosh. Will Governor Youngkin be re-elected? Here we go. Will Governor Youngkin be re-elected? Yep. Yep. Yeah. Governor Youngkin is going to be re-elected to Virginia, guys. If y'all don't do something, you have the chance to change this right now. This is as the energies stand today. Governor Youngkin will be re-elected. You can change this. This can be changed. Next question. What is it like on the other side in the afterlife? What is it like on the other side? This is an important question. And I think this is Mesa Tree's question as well. What is it like on the other side of the veil when you leave this realm of consciousness? And guys, this is important because this is why when I tell you to imagine your life as you want it, to create your existence, this is what I am asking you to do. Because us in this carcass, this is a wrapper. This is a wrapper like this candy wrapper. Our body is literally this wrapper. Our soul is the little piece of candy inside the wrapper. The wrapper protects our soul, gives us the ability to experience this consciousness. When we pass from this body, our consciousness is intact. So where you decide to go after you leave this realm of consciousness is completely what you have created. So if you worry and you're always thinking about being in lack, not having enough, sadness, when you pass away, that consciousness is where you're going to be residing. There are so many spirits that are trapped in between, that haven't moved on because they hold on to what they had in life so tightly. They can't let go because they feel like something is unfinished. This is why I urge every one of you to live your life to the fullest. Tomorrow's not promised. Like a candle, your flame can be extinguished with a puff of air. A lot of the spirits that are trapped did not complete what they were here to complete. And because they didn't, that frustration, that angst holds their spirit kind of in a box. Because the consciousness can't let go of what it was that was unfinished. You get poltergeist. A poltergeist is a noisy ghost. And that's what poltergeist means. A noisy ghost. But a poltergeist, every ghost can manipulate matter. It just takes a lot of energy. And some don't know how to do that yet. So if you get something that's rocking, knocking, and, shaking everything around, that is a spirit that is trying to communicate. Whatever held it in place, whether it's anger or fear, it's manifesting through movement. Okay? So, for all of you out there, the best thing you can do for yourself, deal with your issues every day, immediately while you can. Don't let anything just hang on you like a wet coat. Don't let anger or sadness or anything just build a home in your heart. If somebody makes you angry, or if you're angry about a situation, say that you're angry about that situation. If somebody hurt your feelings or wronged you, say that that person hurt your feelings or wronged you. Don't walk around holding the weight of the world inside of you. And then you pass on and you have all that angst unresolved that you're carrying literally on your spirit. Our lesson, the reason that we are here on this planet, is to have this human experience, but to also learn that life is exactly what we make it. And that's the truth. If we're always thinking negatively, if we're always angry, that's what we draw to ourselves. When we learn that everything is just an extension of ourselves, and not to worry, not to panic. Inhale, exhale. Live today. Don't try to live today. Don't try to live tomorrow. Today. Be present in today, and your worries will almost go away. Fear keeps us anxious, keeps us sad. Competition, thinking that we have to have what the neighbor has, what the person down the street has. Not loving ourselves, looking in the mirror and hating the image that is looking back. These are the things that we are here to learn and work on. Every one of us is perfectly imperfect, just the way we're supposed to be. And everything is about us learning just how to manage ourselves and manage our emotions. Because if we could manage ourselves, everything else would fall into line. But when we compete, keep trying to keep up with the Joneses, try to have the biggest house or the most expensive car. Our children have to be dressed in, name brand and wearing $500 Air Jordans when they're 7 years old. If we could stop that and put that energy into ourselves, into experiencing what it is we were put here to do, to go into nature, to bend down and smell flowers, to watch the little creatures, bees and butterflies, fly around. Look at the animal world. I really want everybody just for a second to look at the animal kingdom. They live their lives among each other. Yeah, they have a couple of little fights in here and there. And yes, some of them are prey and some of them are predator. But that's not their whole existence. They live in nature. They don't have a job. They don't have to leave their den and go clock in nowhere. They live their lives. Everything that the animal kingdom needs is provided by nature. Everything that the humans need has been provided by nature. We're the ones that decided that it wasn't enough. Okay? So just remember that. Just remember, we create our reality. We create our happiness. We create our sadness. When we look in the mirror, we make a conscious choice on how we are going to be. When we open our mouths and we speak, we determine how our lives are going to be, because every word you say is a spell. You are casting your spells every time you speak. So what you create is your reality. Change your mindset. Change the way that you speak. Change the way that you regard yourself and how you regard nature, and your whole life will transform. Stop worrying about what's happening in politics. Stop worrying about all the things that really don't matter in life. Put down all that anxiety. These people want you unhinged, panicky, scared, because then they can control you. But if you turn off the television and you go take a walk outside, you don't hear any of that noise. Your bright, sunshiny day is bright and sunshiny. You have no idea what's going on in Congress. And guess what? When you have no idea what's going on in Congress, it affects your life zero. It doesn't affect you at all. If you want to get away from the things that bother you, stop feeding it. The old Indian proverb, old Native American proverb, says within every one of us is two wolves. An evil wolf and a good wolf. You know? And the whole thing is, the good and evil, those two wolves, the one that succeeds is the one that you feed. So if you feed your fear, if you feed your anger, if you feed your, oh my God, henny penny, the sky is falling, then that is what you are going to bring into your life. But if you feed optimism, if you feed the I can do anything, if you feed the I'm not going to be stuck in here, I am going to experience this life that I was given. I am going to see those places I've never seen. I am going to put my feet in the ocean. I am going to travel and climb a mountain. I am going to drive across a desert. Then you have optimism. We choose how our life is. We can be miserable. We can be poor, impoverished, and sad. Or we can be hopeful. Live our lives. Go out there and do the things that make us happy, and do more than exist and live our lives. Turn off the television. Turn it off. Stop worrying about politics. Stop giving your energy to the darkness. Donald Trump is going to get what he has coming. That is karma. Mitch McConnell is going to get exactly what he has coming. Us sitting in front of the television every day is not going to make that happen any quicker. But if we stop giving our energy to those clouds in Washington and start giving that energy to ourselves, then all those things that you are afraid of would disappear. All right. My next question is from Pam Cakes, and this is about Monique. And if I don't know what Monique's last name is for some reason. I really don't know what Monique's last name is, because she's like Cher. She just goes by her first name. She's a rock star. I'm Monique. So Monique, if y'all watch the movie Precious, then you know who Monique is. She was blackballed by Netflix a couple of years ago because she had got they had offered her a show, but they wanted to pay her literally pennies on what they were paying white female actresses for the same type of thing. They wanted to literally give her nothing for all her talent, and she is a very talented person. And she brought that to the forefront, and she got slapped for it. She hasn't been cast in any movies. They literally made an example out of Monique about don't you talk about the elites. Don't you try to, throw your weight around with us. So, a lot of people have been working to try to help Monique get her career back on track. And Pancake says she keeps circling back and holding on to the past. So, will Monique be able to move on with her career? And I want to talk about this because this is serious. What they did to Monique, they have done to a lot of people of color and a lot of women in the acting, music industry. In the industry, we'll just call it that way. Monique was told to shut up and sit down. Take what we give you or don't take nothing at all. A lot of people this has been done to. An actor who is an Oscar-winning actress gets their own show or pitches their own show that will make the corporation billions of dollars, but the corporation wants to pay them. Oh, we'll give you $1,000 an episode for a hit show. And I want y'all to remember Friends. They were making $1 million or something, some crazy amount per episode. Not per season. Per episode. All 8 of those actors were receiving ridiculous amounts of money for a half-hour show. And they don't want to pay black and brown women anything even equitable. So I understand where Monique is, and yes, she does definitely need to let it go. But I think what Monique is, justice has not been served for Monique. They got away with literally, the woman was an actress. She had bills to pay. When somebody says you can't work and we're not going to hire you, you got $1 million home. You just made this great big old movie. I'm sure you didn't spend a lot of money. Bills come due. What happens when you were a millionaire yesterday and the door slams closed and you can't make a penny out of the industry that you work for? Yeah, that's what happened to Monique. That's why she's mad. Because nothing has been fixed. What they did to her then, they could easily turn around and do to her again. I'm sure she had to go do something. I'm sure somebody in her household had to go get a regular old job. Yeah, but here we are. So here we go. Pancakes. Will Monique be able to move on with her career? She keeps circling the drain. And holding her own career back. Will Monique be able to move? Yes. With her career. Yes. She has been, what happened to her has hurt her financially for a long time. I think this is probably why she's really angry too, because it's been hard. She's been out in the cold for a long time. She has been, and this is how it is. This is how she feels. She has been out in the cold. She has been doing what she can, or pitching her shows, her ideas, trying to just get people to see what Netflix did to her, and the anger behind it. She's a strong woman. She will bounce back. But she does want equity. She wants this to be made right. And she wants people to understand what the industry does and how they operate. So she ain't going to shut up. Nope. She is not going to shut up. Yep, it's going to hurt her chances of getting some roles in movies. But guess what? Monique is going to be okay. Once Monique... Again, she's going to get out of her own way a little bit, but she's going to be okay. But she is illuminating what goes on in the industry, and she is still angry about it because she has not received any type of equanimity, any type of justice. All right. My next question is from Shay, and this is a good one. Shay wants to know, why can the aliens keep taking me? I don't know. She wants to know, is there something that I have inside of me? I don't know. I have no idea why I got selected. I have no idea why, these wonderful beings want to talk to me or want to take me somewhere. I have no idea. For real. I don't know. All I can say, guys, and I want to just say this for all my weird friends and people out there that just were not born to be on this planet. I think we just have to embrace that. Yeah, a lot of us are here because we are here at this time because we have to help people to see beyond what's going on, that there is something more than what's in this realm of consciousness. The only thing that I can imagine, Shay, why they take me, I still don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. But what I can say is that everything that I do, I have been guided to. My career, even working at the Department of Corrections, that just, it fell into it. I was working at Osco Drugs. I was a pharmacy technician. And I was a pharmacy technician one day, and then I'm filling out this application to go work for the Department of Corrections. And guys, I'm going to tell you this story because I think it's important. It's kind of weird too. And it's about this story. I was working at Osco Drugs. I was happy, 20-something years old, had just came back from England, had just divorced my second husband, had 3 little kids, single mom, making okay money, living in my mom's house, so I didn't have to pay rent or nothing. So I was okay. I was poor, but happy. I was okay. And, as a 21-year-old, well, no, I wasn't 20. I was 21 when I came back from, I was 23 when I came back from England. So when I went to work for Department of Corrections, I was 29. So I had been working for Osco for a while. And I was, like I said, I was happy. And all of a sudden, I don't know if it was a newspaper clipping or something. And it was like, my higher self again, you're going to go do this. Okay. Went and did it. Passed the psych eval and had to go to Phoenix to take the physical. Failed the physical. Passed the body physical I passed. My eyes. I have a congenital birth defect. I don't know how I read some of these cards because usually I have to hold it this close. But again, these are things happen I don't question. If it works, it works. But they weren't going to let me in the Department of Corrections because of my vision. I didn't meet the threshold. So I had to go back and go to a doctor, and he told me, okay, this is congenital. There's nothing you can do. I can't be corrected to 2020. There's no way, nothing can do that. So I wrote a letter to the director of the Department of Corrections and said, this is a congenital birth defect, yada, yada, yada. And, if you give me the opportunity to work for the Department of Corrections, I won't let you down. I will do this. I will, and I think I said I will try to, I think I had said I wanted to go all the way up to be a deputy warden or something. This was all in my letter. In fact, I have my letter, and it's in my stuff somewhere. Guys, the director wrote me back, and they changed the policy for eyesight because of the letter that I wrote, that I could be corrected to 2030, but I couldn't be corrected to 2020. And they changed that because it was an ADA thing, and they gave me the job. They allowed me the opportunity to go to the training academy. And as I promised the director that I would be upwardly mobile in the Department of Corrections. And guys, I was an officer, 95 to I was a correctional officer from 95 to 2000. At 2000, I promoted to sergeant. In 2007, I promoted to lieutenant. In 2012, I promoted to captain. And I probably would have made it to deputy warden if the politics hadn't got to me. I couldn't deal with the politics and had no desire on doing what those people were doing. I was done. I was through. But the universe gave me that. Gave me a retirement. I worked 22 years for the Department of Corrections and retired with full retirement, with a pension. That doesn't exist anymore. I was 51 years old when I retired. The universe did that for me. So we have to learn how to get out of our own way. We have to learn to just be quiet. And when that door appears, to be brave enough to walk through it. Okay, I know I went way off, but hopefully that was interesting for y'all. All right, guys. If you like this content, you think other people would like it, like, share, and subscribe. And if you want a reading, a sachet, or anything, go to psychictanya9@gmail.com. And you can also just go to my YouTube community page. Scroll down, and there's a menu of all my services that I have available, including the prices. And none of the prices, ain't nothing I do, nothing, none of my services cost more than $25. Okay? And they work. A lot of people want me to raise my prices. I keep my prices the way that they are, is so that people who need it can get it. Okay? Because I'm not here to make money off of YouTube. I'm here to try to help people with whatever I'm supposed to be trying to help them with. All right? All right. My next question is from Mesa Trees 8. Harry wants a court case, not a settlement, against the tabloid that chased his mother to her death and drove Meghan from England. Will Harry win his case against the tabloid on May 9th? Will Harry win his court case? He wants a trial. Will he get a trial? Will he win this court case? We'll ask them both. Will Harry get his trial, and will he win his court case? Yes or no? We got the Queen of Swords and the Magician. We got Judgment and the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and Death. This is going to be over with, guys. And yes, Harry is going to be successful in bringing all of what happened to his mother and his wife back into the limelight. He is going to make sure that the people of England understand what they have been supporting in allowing what happened to Diana and what happened to Meghan. Okay? And this is the thing, because Harry is worried that his wife would be targeted and taken out the exact same way that his mother was, for the exact same reasons. Okay? But here's the answer. Yes. He is not going to be happy unless this gets litigated. He got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords, this walking away from this mutiny card. Okay? This is him walking away from his family. This is Harry literally saying, I'm walking away from you, Dad. My family, my children, my wife is what's important to me. and I'm not going to allow you to take my family from. And guys, look at this death card. Look at the people on the ground, the people who are suffering under. There's a child, there's a woman. You know, this is what Harry is trying to not have happen again. He is protecting his family, and he wants the truth told, and he does not care who gets caught up in the snare of his mother's death, and that includes his father. He don't care. They took this man's mother, chased her, murdered her, left him with a father who could care less about him. Did everything he was supposed to do, duty bound, for England. Went and fought in the war, flew them helicopters, did everything he was supposed to do. You know what? The only thing Harry did was marry a black woman and have 2 half-black babies. And the whole world wants to turn their back on Harry. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, Mesa Trees. He is going to get his court case. And I believe he's going to win it too. He is going to relitigate. Or should I say litigate? Because they just pulled the wool right over what happened to Diana. Nobody was ever held accountable for what happened to Diana. After the funeral, they just acted like she just disappeared. Like she never even existed. History being changed right in front of our eyes. Okay. Next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Is this snow that has been falling in California and all over the United States, this not snow, this, is it safe to drink? Is this water safe to drink? First card, yep. First card says that it is safe to drink. Second card, though, is the 3 of Swords. Let me pull them all. There's going to be a fight about this. But we got more than one yes. We got a bunch of yeses. Yes, this water is safe. And that's all I'm going to say. This water is safe to drink. The snow that is falling is safe to drink. There you go, spirits. Okay. Oh, my next question is from Edwina S. Why are they arming IRS agents? Why are they arming IRS agents? And this is the stuff that people need to be paying attention to. What is there about to be a slew of IRS agents that are going to start knocking on people's doors? Tarot, please tell us. Spirit guides, please speak through me freely. What is going on in the government? Why are they arming IRS agents? Pay attention to this, guys. First card out, we get the 9 of Wands. Below, we get the Wheel of Fortune. In front, we get Justice. Behind, we've got the Tower. In the near future, we've got the 10 of Cups. This is a family affair. The Lovers, Page of Cups. And the final outcome, again, is death. Oh my goodness, guys. Hold on. Again, there's going to be a significant change about how some things are being done in the United States. First card we got is the 9 of Wands. This is battled, beleaguered. This is somebody tired of fighting. Okay? In front, we've got Justice. We're talking about the feds. Okay? They're coming. We're arming the Fed. Arming the IRS. And this is coming to we're getting justice here. But guys, what I'm feeling like this justice, this is going to be litigated through the courts about powers. These people are not police. These are agents. Behind, we've got the Tower. This is force, fatality, and ruin. Guys, keep your eyes open. Below, we've got karma. This is the government is about to mobilize to make the FBI or IRS into something that it is not designed to be. And this is, I'm kind of feeling like enforcement. What, they're going to come to your door and say you owe taxes, and they're going to have a gun? What, whip out your checkbook and write it? Seriously? But this is a show of strength, a show of force. Not strength, a show of force. It's a fear tactic to have armed agents dealing with people. Oh, the rich love this. This is their idea. Oh, yes, let's go after them. And there's rich people who don't pay their doggone taxes. Okay? So, here's the 10 of cups. And 10s are endings, remember. 10s are endings. This is going to be, it's going to wreak havoc on a whole bunch of families. But this 10 right here, this is the Republican 10. So the Republicans are happy about what they're trying to do. Even though they're going to be the ones screaming. This is the ones that are setting this up. Guys, be aware. And this might have something to, oh my goodness, this might have something to do with people's home gardens, people's home businesses. Keep an ear to the ground on this one, guys, with these armed IRS agents. Guys, I have a feeling that this might be a whole new thing to where people who are doing like businesses out of their house that are selling this or that aren't LLCs or whatever, all these people on TikTok, whatever, YouTube, that are selling all kinds of stuff. I think the IRS is about to start going after a whole bunch of citizens, and I think that them arming themselves, they're gonna start going after folks. So if you guys are selling stuff at home, keep them receipts. Keep them. You're gonna need them. Keep them. All right, because they're gonna go after all these people who have businesses that have not invited the government into their businesses. This is little side of the road people selling vegetables, me selling my sachets, people selling stones on TikTok. Yeah, this is a crackdown. Too many people are making money without the government, and the government is going to start coming after people making their money that aren't cutting the government in on it. Be aware of that. Ooh. Edwina wants to know, will we be shut in our states and not allowed to leave? And I'm wondering, there was no precursor for this. But guys, we know that martial law, that the threat of martial law has been something that the GOP wanted to do the whole time Donnie Boy was president. Why? Because there were protests. The first 3 years of his administration, there was nothing but protests. Donnie hurt protesters. And then the GOP was like, no, we need to protect the AR-15. Everybody needs a gun. And now they're talking about laws about letting it be illegal for little children to carry AR-15s. Pay attention to this. They want to arm the whole population so that they can get the whole population to behave badly, so that they can turn around and do a whole militarized thing and say, oh, well, all you people don't know how to handle your guns, so now we have to take them away, and we have got to bring the military in to control all of you wild animals. The whole setup, it's happening right before our eyes. And the answer to this, Edwina, is yes. If they can get us to where they are trying to get us, if they can get us to this civil war, and this is what starts it, if they can get us to this civil war, the next step is going to be martial law. And we will be locked into our houses, locked into our states. You will have to have reasons and permissions to move. This is why we cannot give credence, air, or energy to the people who want to start a war. We cannot allow this to happen. This is a consciousness. This is a big no. We're not going to do this. We are not going to kill our fellow man because they're a Democrat or a Republican, because they like Joe Biden or Donald Trump, because this is literally what it's boiling down to. This pettiness, this stupidity. We're going to have to choose. Next question. Will state governments remove trans kids from their homes? And this is all the craziness that they're talking about. Again, Abbott, DeSantis, the ones talking about, oh, you can't be gay. And if your kid is gay or trans, then you're a bad parent. No. But this is in certain states, yes, they are going to try to scare. These are scare tactics to put fear into people. Understand that all of this is about fear. Okay? All of this is about fear. But certain states will. And it's not going to be a whole bunch of kids. Just enough to start to put fear into people so that kids won't identify as being trans, because they'll be afraid that the government's going to step in and remove them from their homes. These are fear tactics. Edwina wants me to do a deep dive on Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, Davos. Guys, whatever happens in Davos every year, I want to say that summit is straight from hell. I mean, if hell was a place that existed, that's what that summit in Davos is. That is world leaders getting together to decide the fate of everybody else. That is the richest people getting together in the richest place in the world to discuss how they're going to deal with the paupers. And all of this stuff that we are living under now was planned in Davos last year. All this stuff that we're dealing with now, these are the plans that they made for us. So let's do a deep dive on Klaus Schwab Tarot. Universe, Spirit Guides, please tell me everything you can about Klaus Schwab. First card, we get the Knight of Swords, rushing forward. Just with abandon. Tally-ho! I'm rich. I can do what I want. I have the world in the palm of my hand, and I can make everybody bend to my will. I am victorious in everything I say and do. People listen to me. I can make nations kill their own people. I have money. I have power. And I have ideas on how this world can benefit the rich and eliminate those that we don't want. People may not like me. People may not like what I do. But I take from some and give to others. Look at these cups. Look at the difference in the cups. In his right hand, his cup is small and narrow. That's the cup that takes. In his left hand, the cup is broad and wide. That's the cup that receives. So he receives more than he gives. Now this is incoming conflict, trouble, wars, harming people. And this is what their plan is. Their plan is to just harm the people, to keep throwing sticks and stones at them until they're too weak to fight back. And that's the whole thing. His end result, what he wants. He wants to be there overlooking the landscape that he created. This is a man who wants for himself, for the rich, wants everything for himself, and wants other people to work for their ends. Not to give, just to take. Not to help, but to harm. This Klaus Schwab, he might be a brilliant economist, but his economy doesn't include everyone. He's only focused on the happiness and stability of the ruling class and what they can do to eliminate and control the working class. All right, guys. All right. The last question I have is, are our homes and gardens safe from government interference? And that's what I was talking about earlier, when we were talking about them arming IRS agents and stuff like that. We're in a system of where the rich are going to try to hurt us. The rich and the government, because they are working together. Okay? Understand what they're doing. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Have your eyes wide open. Do what you can do for yourself. Stop living in the lack matrix. Stop living in the fear matrix. Extract yourself. Understand that when you allow yourself to be controlled by the media, that there's only one outcome, and that is to the detriment of your own mental health. They keep you scared. They keep you mad. Let them go. Turn them off. Let them go. All right? It's going to be all right. And guys, I think we may have, I don't even want to call it, because I know there's a whole nother atmospheric river right above our head. Old Harp is humming right along, about to dump a whole lot of more rain, more wet moisture on us. But the earth has tilted, okay? So our days are going to start getting longer now. The sun will start coming up earlier. So our warm time should be approaching, but we're still not out of this crazy weather, this crazy manufactured weather. Be prepared. Keep what you need on hand. And guys, seismic unrest. If you have not watched Dutch Sense today, get over there and watch his channel. His newest forecast is out. Be prepared, even here, because earthquakes do move all the way around the globe, and we are in a lot of seismic activity. Again, be prepared. The best way to stay safe, number one, if you have heavy things over your bed, take them down. Stuff that could fall on your head, take them down. Just lower them, okay? And if you live in a high rise and there's a bad earthquake, just make sure you know how to get outside or to get under something sturdy with a flat top to keep you from getting crushed, okay? Not to scare nobody. This is stuff that's really going on. Be prepared for it. Understand what you need to do. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy Monday, y'all. Have a good cup of tea and let go of all the BS. We're going to be all right. I love you. Namaste, y'all.